to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno,
California,
home to the Fresno State Bulldogs.
You're shitting me.
Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Punch it out of the air. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not with the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressed.
Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line.
Yeah, I got a bunch of it done.
Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
I don't want to do the puzzle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Grabs it in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to do it on the ground. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. Offense, quick tempo. Catch in the middle. It's Peppers. Touchdown, Fresno State. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't need to. Too good at it. I don't need to. I'm too good at that.
The Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop.
The hell? Papa, what in the hell would you get on
I
that?
like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Fresno State right back to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Peppers. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're going to run it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He'll set up to throw. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
He ain't lying.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And they're able to get him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it.
For what?
That ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires left. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The run to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That brings them to within 1. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. There he goes. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Fresno State right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gasping.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass.
Pointing them with the thing.
Ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's loose at the 15. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw, because he put it out in front.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick. Done his job. They have it at the 44. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They're going to ride this running back. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy
Probably.
to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down?
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've got time. They've got the lead. And David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is extended a little further. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverage.
Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Fresno State right back to the line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They get to the line quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll leave it with him. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Bulldog! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's into the open down the middle. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pop the draw. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Send the tight end in motion. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the toss. Across the 35. There he goes! Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Peppers. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
41, Georgia Tech, 13.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Wall. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Got his man on the outside. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The short hands, it's Peppers. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's loose. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Looking to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. To the air, it's Wall. Got his man downfield. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's caught. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And, man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a lead. They know how to play with the lead. They haven't given up a lot of big plays. Right there, that's one of the bigger plays they've given up today. And at this point in the game, garbage time, you're all right with that, man. That's just padding the stats for the other side. No big deal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the...
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Wall. Going back to the well, another deep ball. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with a ceiling touchdown. Well, this one had all the suspense of a